Hare Krishna everyone. Hope you had a lovely day. Welcome to Soma Vedic Astrology channel. It is almost the end of the year 2024. 2025 will arrive in couple of days and I hope 2025 brings wisdom, abundance and prosperity to each one of you. Having said that, let's begin with today's topic, which is second lord in the 8th house. What do you mean by the Lord of the House in Vedic astrology? Now, each planet has got a responsibility of handling either one or two houses. So, this planets become the Lord of those houses. Now, look at this table to see which planet is the Lord of which zodiac sign. So, if you see this table, Mars is the Lord of two zodiac signs, which is Aries and Scorpio. Venus is the lord of two zodiac signs, Taurus and Libra. So, in this way, each of the planet has gotten a department to handle either one or two zodiac signs. Now let us try to understand that with an example. Now for example, if in your chart third lord is in the fourth house, so how you conclude whether third lord is in fourth house? So if you see, this is the first house where 12 is written, this is the second house where 1 is written, and this is the third house where 2 is written. Now what is 2? If we have a look at the table, then 2 is nothing but the Taurus zodiac sign. And who is the lord of Taurus zodiac sign? It is Venus. Okay, so what you will say then, lord of the third house is Venus. Okay, because it is the lord of the Taurus zodiac sign. And but where is Venus placed? Now Venus is placed in the fourth house of the birth chart. So this is how you will conclude that third lord is in the fourth house. So today we will check the placement second lord in the 8th house, but before that I have already made detailed videos on what all things can we see from the second house as well as from the 8th house. Please go and check that out before proceeding with this video. Also, a small disclaimer, please note that this is a general prediction depending only on the placement of a lord in a specific house. Accurate results will only come after considering the zodiac sign, planets, dignity of the planets, retrogression, combustion, aspects, nakshatra, ascendant, shadbal, conjunction, and your running time period, which is Mahadasha, Antardasha, etc. Now, second house is part of the Artha Trikon. The Artha Trikon in a chart deals with earning wealth, saving wealth in life, and eighth house is a part of the moksha trikon. Okay, moksha trikon usually deals with spirituality and liberation in life. So when artha trikon is linked with the moksha trikon, here one can earn from the significations of the eighth house, which we will discuss further. Now, second lord is sitting in the eighth house. It's giving its seventh aspect on its own house of family and accumulated savings. So, second lord is trying to protect its own house. Okay, so even if this doesn't deny the fact that one will not face negative situations in life, because eighth house is going to give some unpleasant situations in one's life, but second lord is definitely trying to protect one's own family, one's savings. Okay, if despite encountering those negative situations in life. Now second house is a marka house. It is a death inflicting house, and eighth house again is not a pleasant house. It is a dusthana house. It deals with not so comfortable situations in life, such as scandals, blame game, calamities, accidents. Okay, the unpleasant situations which no one wants to deal with. Okay, so when this markesh is getting connected to a dusthana house, it is definitely not an easy placement. One will have to gather enough mental courage, strength, okay, to deal with this dasha period. Okay, if this is badly placed, then it will might impact the longevity, because it is a markesh sitting in a dusthana house. Now, second lord is a lord of your family values, and eighth house is a house of occult. So, if this is well placed, then one's family's values is, very closely aligned and tied to one's religion and spirituality. You get family values and religion inculcated to you by your family in your early childhood, which definitely helps you as and when you move ahead in life. Second lord is a lord of your immediate family, and eighth house is a house of secrecy. So family is sitting in the house of secrets. So with this placement, definitely one's family has some form of past secrets which you might not even know. Second lord shows one's immediate family, and eighth house is a house of immoral path. So if this is badly placed or afflicted, this placement can show in some charts or the harassment from at least one of the family members, okay, to you is possible. Not in every case, okay, we are just assessing what all things can we see from a singular placement. Now, second lord shows it is a markesh, and eighth house is a house of your private paths. So, if this is badly placed, afflicted, then there is a possibility of issues or illnesses related to one's private parts, STDs. Okay, so this is possible. So, one has to be very cautious in these aspects. Second lord shows family, and eighth house is a house of hidden things, secrecy, privacy. So, if this is badly placed, afflicted, then one might not be satisfied with one's own spouse and might have another hidden relationship, or might enter into some hidden private second marriage, second life. It is possible. Again, not it's not for everybody. We have to see the entire chart in totality. Second lord shows accumulated savings, and eighth house is a house of secrecy, hidden information. So if this is badly placed or afflicted, then one might go to this immoral path where one wants to leak secrets, one wants to leak hidden information or private chats or private videos, or try or wants to blackmail others to earn money. Okay, this is not a right thing to do, so one has to be cautious when dealing with these things. Second lord shows accumulated savings, family, and eighth house is a house of your legacy. Okay, the legacy that you are getting from your ancestors. So if this is well placed, then you might be able to benefit from your family's legacy, from the ancestral legacy that you are coming from. Second lord shows one's family, and eighth house is a house of change of one's identity. Okay, so when this family is going in the house of change of identity, there is a possibility that some identity change in your family is possible. There is a possibility of you living with a stepmother or a stepfather. Okay, not for everybody. We are just seeing what all things can we see from this placement. Now, second lord shows family, and eighth house is a house of death and rebirth. So, if this is badly placed, afflicted, then possibility of one not having a family is also there. One being an orphan is high, where one doesn't live with their original family, but with a family, which is a not original. Okay, because people in the orphanage, they become your family. So there is a death and rebirth kind of a situation in one's family situation in this placement. Second lord shows face, and eighth house is a house of bad habits, addictions. So if this is badly placed, then one might have addictions which goes inside the mouth, like smoking, alcohol, substance abuse, or some bad habits, other bad habits. Okay, physical bad habits which might drain away your savings, the savings which you have done. So one has to be very careful to not go into this path, because if you are going into any of this addictive path, then it is is bound that you will drain away your savings, because your second lord is sitting in the eighth house. Second lord shows your accumulated savings, assets, and eighth house is a house of cheating, theft, fraud. So if this is badly placed, afflicted, then one might earn from cheating others, by doing fraud to others, or via criminal activities, or via any other immoral path. Okay, so one has to be very careful to not follow any of these. Second lord shows immediate family, and eighth house is a house of ups and downs, fluctuations in life. So if this is badly placed, then one might have to live away from one's own family due to some quarrels or disputes. Your family life, is going to be full of ups and downs, difficult situations which you will have to overcome in life with your own effort. Now, second lord shows accumulated savings, and eighth house is a house of sudden gains and sudden losses. So, if this is well placed, then one might gain from lottery, stocks, mutual funds, hedge funds, speculative investments, especially when it is connected to 11th house or 11th lord. But if it is badly placed, one might lose in above instruments. So, especially when this dasha period is active, one has to take only that much amount of risk based on his or her capacity. Second lord shows speech, and eighth house is a house of blame games. So if this is badly placed, then one might be rude to others, or will try to hurt others by one's speech, might try to put blame on others, might be a natural liar, or might have speech defects if it comes early in your childhood time. So one has to be cautious of not hurting others with one's words. Second lord shows immediate family, and eighth house is a house of sorrow and miserable situations in life. So, if this is badly placed, then sudden sorrowful events is possible to be experienced by one's family, which might heavily impact your savings and your wealth. Okay, possibility of some incurable disease in the family, or loss of life, or some legal disputes or legal issues, some form of sudden situation is possible. So, one has to be equipped, save your do the things, try to save as much as possible. Okay, especially before this dasha period. Now, second lord is a lord of your accumulated savings, and eighth house is a house of cheating, theft, fraud. So if this is badly placed, then one's family might become a victim of some kind of cheating, theft, or fraud, especially in financial matters. So one has to be very careful regarding one's family's financial investments. Second lord shows accumulated savings, and eighth house is a house of insurance, inheritance, occult. So if this is well placed, then one might accumulate money via the fields of insurance, inheritance, occult, deep research subjects, mining, digging, working in morgue, working as a surgeon. Okay, with basically from the significations of the eighth house. Second lord shows one's speech, and eighth house is a house of gambling, secrecy. So one might like to discuss about shortcuts to earn quick money. One likes to discuss about stock investments, gambling, taboo topics not discussed publicly in the society, occult topics, secrets, and physically intimate topics. Second lord shows one's family values, and eighth house is a house of immoral activities. So if this is badly placed, afflicted, then one might be inclined to take the immoral path of flesh trade, or earning from providing physical pleasures. Second lord shows one's food intake, and eighth house is a house of bad habits, addictions. So if this is badly placed, then one might face health issues due to bad food consumption, maybe junk food, or addiction to sugar, or okay, any of the food related addictions. So one has to be careful to have a balanced meal. Second lord shows face, and eighth house is the house of sorrowful events in life. So if this is badly placed, then there is a possibility of spoiling the beauty of one's face, or one might have insecurity of not being beautiful with this placement. Second lord shows one's accumulated savings, and eighth house is the house of sudden events. So if this is badly placed, then one might face challenges to save or accumulate money and assets in life, might face poverty or bankruptcy, especially during this dasha period. But if it is well placed, then the same position, the same placement can give huge amount of wealth and assets suddenly in life during the dasha period. Second lord shows face, and eighth house is a house of incurable diseases. So if this is badly placed, afflicted, one might get some form of incurable disease related to face. Okay, example is like mouth cancer, or some disease related to one's skin, teeth, dental issues, or some eye related issues, maybe vision issues due to one's bad habits and addictions. Second lord shows accumulated savings, and eighth house is a house of hidden activities, secrecy, privacy. So one might have some hidden income source, or hidden assets, or hidden savings, which one will try to do from this placement. Now, depending on how it is placed, which planet is aspecting this house, okay, it will show whether it is a moral or a immoral way of earning this hidden income in life. Second lord shows accumulated savings and assets. Eighth house is a house of fluctuations, ups and downs. Okay, so eighth lord is definitely not meant for stability. Okay, fluctuations in accumulating your wealth is definitely going to be there. Whenever you will think that, okay, this is the amount that I've got, let me now save it, suddenly there will be some crisis situation which will come in your life, where eventually you will have to spend the money. Okay, so this is will be basically the theme of life. So saving regularly with this placement, eighth house won't allow it, but still one has to try to be a disciplined investor with this placement to earn good amount of wealth and in life basically. So second lord shows one's accumulated savings and assets, and eighth house is a house of one's in laws. So if this is well placed, then one might gain due to association with one's in laws. Second lord shows accumulated savings and assets, and eighth house is the house of your spouse's wealth. So your accumulated savings and assets is going in the house of your spouse's wealth. So if this is well placed, then one spouse might be skilled in managing your money as well as his or her resources. If this is badly placed, and if there is a marital separation happening, then one will have to shell out some portion of his or her money as a form of alimony to the spouse. Now, second lord sitting in the eighth house is giving its seventh aspect on its own house of family and accumulated savings. So, as we already discussed, second lord sitting here is trying to protect its own house of family and of the accumulated savings. Okay, even if there will be negative situations coming in life, second lord is going to try its best, thing to preserve one's earning, preserve one's wealth, and to preserve one's family life. I will in future make separate videos with different type of planet as the second lord in the eighth house. If you have this placement in your chart, please do mention your experiences in the comments section. I hope you guys must have liked the video. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Also, please do let me know in the comment section below what more videos would you like to see. Thank you.